Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the reading for August for Scorpio. Alright guys, let's get right into it. Scorpio, this is going to be a general reading for August. See where you are at. And I know we're halfway through the month, practically, right? But that's alright. If you resonate with this reading, you're going to know, right? But it's still good to check in. And I just got, got the calling to make sure I still put out the August general reading. So let's just take a look at what the month is like so far. Show me Scorpio for August. It's been a rough couple of months, a rough year for everybody, right? I mean, these are some difficult times. So let's see what your general outlook for this month is. Show me Scorpio. Straight out, Seven of Wands, covered by Ace of Swords, working hard. High Priestess, you have a lot of intuition coming in, a lot of confidence. Things are turning out the way you expected them. King of Cups, Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Page of Wands and the Five of Swords. So strife is there, 6 and the 10 of Wands, letting it all go. Hermit energy. So some of you are very hermited right now, right? You're not really dealing with anybody, talking to anybody, socializing with anybody, none of that. All right, so we got Hermit energy here. Hermit is also the card for the teacher, the sage, the wise one, the spiritual teacher, right? The one who really seeks out a spiritual path of enlightenment. All right, and that path is a solitary path, and so hence we have the Hermit. So Scorpio, let's get right into it. A lot of wands, right? Wands. We have 4 wands and a couple of swords and an ace. All right, let's get right into it. 7 of Wands. So 7 of Wands is a card for valor, Scorpio. So we're talking about you. Let's get that focus. You're talking about you standing up for yourself, standing up for your position. This is a month where you feel like it's you against the world. Nobody's on your side. Nobody's in your corner, so to speak. It's like, and not in a bad wah way, but in a kind of like it's you against the world, right? You're very individual. There's something that you're standing up for right now, and it matters. And that's why 7 of Wands is the card for valor. 7 is always the number in tarot for dreams, your aspirations, what you truly yearn and strive for. And so 7 of Wands, we see the valor that is needed to really fight for what you want. Ace of Swords comes in. So a lot of clear thinking comes in this month for you. A victory comes in, right? Ace of Swords is really not only clarity, but it's that kind of clarity that comes with the victory. Right? Like an aha moment, like, oh, I was right all along. Or, here's the clarity to show me exactly where, I was doing well or going down the right path. Because victory comes in with Ace of Swords. Right? It's a new way of seeing things. It's a new way of seeing a situation. And it comes after a mental breakthrough. It comes after clarity. It's beautiful, right? And so for some of you, you are not only having a very passionate month, but you're also having a lot of mental breakthroughs, a lot of breakthroughs in understanding and the way you see the world and the way you communicate also. And a lot of these breakthroughs are giving you a sense of self-esteem because they're coming in the form of victories and affirmations. Now, High Priestess is in the foreground for you. You have King of Cups in the back of your mind. So something's going on with your love life that is very sort of emotional, intuitional. In the forefront of your mind, you are absolutely sure of the way things are going to go. You have the sixth sense right now. And it isn't even so much a sixth sense, Scorpio. It's like you know how this is going to go, right? And it's interesting because it feels kind of like this could be either you hunting someone or someone hunting you, because in the back of your mind you have King of Cups, and King of Cups is scorpionic energy. It's the fiery aspect of water, and King of Cups is sort of the one who goes after what he wants. He knows what he wants, he goes after it. He's kind of the hunter in this case, right? And so he can be associated with Scorpio energy. And so it's interesting because this is the month where you are absolutely got your finger sort of on the button in terms of what you want, what needs to be done, and what's going to happen. And it's almost as if you've seen this whole thing play out already. And I'm going to say it involves you sort of locking down a particular person that you have really had your eye on for a while, or that certainly now is in your crosshairs. You come into the month with page energy, and you have a couple of pages in your reading, and that means that this is definitely a month where you're dealing with fears and overcoming fear, because pages are associated with overcoming fear, that practical aspect of doing the work, right, to overcome your fears and your phobias and your hang-ups. But Page of Swords is specifically about overcoming fear of failure, self-doubt, negative image, everything to do with our psyche and the way we see ourselves. And so the Page of Swords is very adamant energy. He's very youthful, sort of, I can do it. I can do this. I'm not going to let you get me to doubt myself. I'm not going to doubt myself. I know I can do this, and I believe in myself even if you don't. It's very sort of harmonious with the Seven of Wands energy. But it's a feeling of optimism and positivity that you're holding on to. And that's what the Page of Swords is all about. They want to hold on to that optimism and positivity in the face of really a lot of energies around which may try to say to you, oh, well, you can't succeed at what you're trying to do. Rounding off your month, and so this is the energy you come into the month with, right, Scorpio? So rounding off your month, if you're resonating with this, you have Two of Pentacles. Now, this card has been around a lot for everyone because it just talks about a general chaotic upheaval in everything to do with finances, material, possessions, your environment, the way you live, even your health. By the way, Pentacles also rules the body. It doesn't just rule coins and abundance and wealth and physical things outside of us. It also rules the physical body. And so this applies to health. And this can be for those of you who have been really sort of, you know, I want to say juggling health issues, right? And juggling health solutions. Two of Pentacles is all about that, right? And this has been a difficult time. So Two of Pentacles has come around for a lot of people over the last few months because we all feel like we're kind of juggling and trying to keep the balls in the air to see, you know, for as long as possible, because we don't know where the landing zone is, right? We don't want anything to fall because we don't really know where the landing zone is. Nobody really knows what's going to happen next. And it's kind of like we're winging it. And so, yeah, Two of Pentacles is absolutely a very chaotic. You can see the ocean in the back there, which really talks to how sort of emotional this is, right? Emotional ups and downs, going through, juggling all of these environmental and material pressures. So you're dealing with that, and you'll be doing that. That's the energy you're going to be going out of the month with. So you'll be very, very busy, juggling a lot. And it may be as a consequence of you really fighting for this idea you have here, that you come into the month with Page of Swords and Seven of Wands. For some of you, this could be a new work idea or a new idea or a project, or not even new, just a position that you have been working for. And so now it's manifesting in a lot of opportunities by the end of the month. Remember, Ace of Swords is that victory. So you do have clarity coming in and victory coming in. So you may be having solutions come in that actually get you to the place where you are not only just battling for what you believe in, but now you're actually juggling the actual work. You're into the nitty-gritty of the work and you're juggling it all. It's a lot of work. It's chaotic. It's a state of flux. But you are busy with the work, right? So for some of you, this could be a change in work, change in job, business, what have you, new projects, what have you. Things you feel important, things that you feel strongly about, though. This is something you feel very passionate about. This is not just some project that your boss gives you. This is something that you have been championing because you have that Seven of Wands, which is, you know, that sense of purpose and drive. Now we look at your other page, Scorpio. This month you come into the month with an attitude of Page of Wands, which is more fearlessness. Now Page of Wands is about overcoming the fear of following your heart and your passion, right? Overcoming any fear of ridicule, not being afraid to be an individual, not being afraid to forge your own path, even if somebody else doesn't understand it, even if somebody else isn't there with you, even if you're the most individual, creative, you know, kooky person in the room, that the courage, I want to say the courage to be who you are, is what Page of Wands is all about, right? Overcoming that fear. And Wands being associated with our passions and our desires and our creative energy. Page of Wands is the one who sets out in the world and says, yeah, I'm going to follow this path and this is what I want to do. It's a very youthful, new, fresh, fearless attitude. But what meets you, interestingly enough, is a Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card for defeat. It is the card for defeat, but it's a battle, right? It's a battle you're having with someone. So as you're coming in with this attitude of fearlessness and wanting to attack your life and attack this sort of goal, you have someone who's kind of battling you. And I don't know who this person is, right? Could be somebody at work, could be somebody like a friend or what have you, but for whatever reason, this battle, it takes a lot of your energy and your focus. It could even be with just a friend that you have, but it's taking too much of your focus to deal with them, right? And the reason why it's called the card for defeat, because oftentimes this battle is with somebody who's really, they cheat, they don't play fairly, you know, you realize that you're battling and what are you battling for? And you ultimately decide to throw your hands off and say, look, I'm done. You win. It's taking the high road, right? Letting somebody win because you realize that the battle is not worth it. It's a hollow victory for them, and it's an acquiescent defeat for you. It's not really a defeat in any real sense. You didn't actually fail anything, but more than any, what you really did is you with Five of Swords, we find ourselves taking control of a situation and not worrying about winning or losing the details, but just being in control and realizing that when you're fighting with somebody and it's just bringing you down and there's no purpose that it's serving, that it is ultimately stronger and wiser to just let them win. And so this is an interesting dynamic that comes in. I feel, Scorpio, like this could be a friend that you have been dealing with for quite some time, and you may be realizing that this friend is someone who brings you down. You may have been here before where you've been very excited to follow a particular path, and here they come with the boo-hoos, here they come with the battle, here they come with the competition. There's a feeling also, yes, of competitiveness here with this individual. I feel like they just don't like to see you sort of move ahead because they are themselves also insecure. This, for those of you who are resonating with this reading, I really feel like this is going to be like a friend or someone who's close to you. I don't feel like this is a romantic liaison because you have your King of Cups over here. And you have your eye on someone, Scorpio. This is another dynamic that you have with somebody that you're realizing just isn't healthy for you. And it does feel very much like a friend or a family relative. Sorry about that, folks. I keep hitting the damn camera. It's like, feels like a friend or a relative, you know what I'm saying, who just butts in your business, who's just always there battling with you, and they don't play fairly or nicely. And this may be a month where you realize, you know what, I've had enough of that. Now, Six of Wands is how you come in terms of your hopes and dreams and aspirations. It is also the position for your fears and your nightmares, right? So Six of Wands. More Wands energy. Here we have harmony and we have a victory. Let me get this to. We have harmony and we have a victory, right? We have a public victory. That's the thing with Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a very public victory. It's a victory that everyone sees and notices. It could be something that happens at work or your social circle, amongst your friends or your family, your tribe, whatever the case may be. It can indicate sometimes even a modicum of fame, right? Depending on what it is. But it is a very public victory. It's short-lived, though, right? It's harmony, but it's only for a moment. Remember, harmony is not something that stays. Harmony is something that you have to work toward because the universe naturally is always in a state of entropy. It is always in a state of wanting to break down, wanting to fall apart. So discord and chaos is really the state that the universe and everything kind of naturally goes towards. And so it's the work that it's involved that creates the harmony. And so the Six of Wands is short-lived. It's temporary, you know, and it's like, okay, enjoy it while you can, get what you can out of it, but remember it is temporary. Nevertheless, it does serve the purpose of sort of rejuvenating you. It can serve the purpose a lot of times of, you know, just reinvigorating you. And for some of you who feel like, especially after sort of this, a lot of this struggling over here and standing your ground, to get a victory here with the Six of Wands would feel really good. So yes, in a lot of ways, this is really what you're seeking. You're seeking kind of to a certain degree Six of Wands is also, not only is it public victory, but it's kind of like everyone is sort of saying, you know, approval, right? It's that head, it's that nod, like, oh, okay, we see you. And this is something that you're really hoping for or desiring. And it's something to do with this over here. And this is the month, I think, where you're going to get it. By the end of the month, though, 10 of Wands, you round off the month with 10 of Wands, Scorpio. And 10 of Wands is really learning how to lay down. This has been a month of spiritual sort of journey for you. Oh, see, there's your Two of Cups at the bottom. For some of you, it's a spiritual journey that you need to take in order to get you to your lover or get you to a place where you can have this love connection. 10 of Wands is really laying down baggage, hang-up, you know, hang-ups that we carry around with ourselves. Things that we've used as crutches, but that now only serve to alienate us from everyone around us. Defensive mechanisms, all of that nonsense is 10 of Wands, right? And learning and seeing how oppressive it is and laying it down. So by the end of this month, this is a real month of learning and healing for you. And I want to say it's for the purposes of getting someplace you want to be with regard to something you feel strongly about in your career or work. And also there's, like I said, there's something very specific here going on with a love connection this month for you. Let me pull you some animal spirits. We're going to call this your reading, Scorpio. See what kind of animal spirits you are walking with this month. It's an interesting read. It feels to me like a Scorpio who's really at the cusp of a great sort of awakening, a great sort of, I want to say, achievement. Something you've been working very hard towards. You're going to start to get achievement from it. Yet at the same time, I think you're going to start also to let go this month of some of the heavy expectations you put on yourself because you are different and you've learned from this whole experience. So this is a really interesting turning month in this regard for you. Show me what's up with Scorpio. Show me. I'm going to pull out 2 animal spirits for your month. Oh. Cheetah and the hyena. Wow. Well, cheetah and hyena. There we go. Cheetah is really literally the embodiment of the sun. Masculine, solar, powerful energy. Fire. Hyena is also fire. But the hyena hides behind laughter and wit and sarcasm to sort of cover up his sense of failure. And so the hyena can be a kind of toxic individual, or if you're dealing with somebody like this, it's somebody who really needs to work through a lot of their issues. You right away know a hyena personality because, again, with the laughter and the wit and the biting sarcasm, you can tell right away that it comes from a very pain place, not a place of humor at all. Right? And so this can be a difficult energy to deal with if you're dealing with somebody who's like this, or if you're resonating with this energy, Scorpio, and you're covering up some pains and some feeling of, I want to say, inadequacy with humor. You have to look at that, you know, and realize that you may be dealing with some pain, but you're not dealing with it in the right way. Cheetah energy is fire energy also, coming in strong. Cheetah individuals are incredible to watch. There's nothing they can't do. They achieve everything so amazingly well. It's the focus, it's the purpose, it's the drive, you know. A cheetah, the sense of focus and determination, and it will absolutely adjust itself. You know, if you've ever seen a cheetah in the wild chasing its prey, it will adjust itself. It uses that tail as a sort of gyroscope to be able to sort of quickly turn, right? It's running at full speed, and yet the cheetah makes this quick dog leg turn to go after its prey. You know, this really speaks to the fortitude, the determination, and the mental agility and the agility of its passion that the cheetah has, right? That it can just focus it where it needs to go. Incredible people to watch. These are people who are high achievers in all regards. And you might be resonating with this energy or dealing with somebody who's resonating with this energy, Scorpio. All right, my lovely Scorpios, this is your August reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're a regular on my channel, thank you for coming back and checking me out. I'm going to finish up the rest of the water signs. I think I have just Pisces left to do, and Sagittarius, and then all of the August readings are up. But for right now, guys, I love you so much. Have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, stay healthy, stay kind to each other, and I'll see you guys at your next reading. Bye-bye now.